China Goes Global, The Partial Power, by David Shambaugh is an insightful analysis of China's changing role in the global order. Shambaugh argues that despite China's growing economic and military power, it still remains a partial power, and is unlikely to overtake the United States as the world's dominant superpower. Here are 5 key takeaways from the book. 1. China's global power is largely driven by economic growth. China's economic growth has been the primary driver of its increasing global influence. China is now the world's second-largest economy and has actively sought to engage with countries around the world through commerce and investment. However, Shambaugh argues that China's economy is still heavily dependent on exports and foreign investment, leaving it vulnerable to global economic downturns. 2. China's military power is limited. While China has invested heavily in modernizing its military, it still lags behind the United States in terms of military power projection. China has a long way to go before it can match the US in terms of its naval and air capabilities. Moreover, China's military is focused primarily on maintaining territorial integrity rather than global power projection. 3. China's soft power is weak. While China has made some efforts to increase its cultural influence around the world, such as through the establishment of Confucius Institutes, Shambaugh argues that its soft power is weak. China's authoritarian political system, human rights abuses, and lack of democracy limit its ability to win hearts and minds around the world. 4. China's global strategy is still developing. Shambaugh argues that China's global strategy is still in flux and that it is unclear whether China has a grand strategy for achieving its global ambitions. China's foreign policy actions have been largely reactive and opportunistic rather than driven by a coherent worldview. 5. China's rise poses significant challenges for the United States. While China may not overtake the United States as the world's dominant superpower, its growing economic and military power poses significant challenges for U.S. foreign policy. The U.S. will need to adjust to living in a world where it is no longer the dominant power, and will need to find ways to compete and cooperate with China on various global issues. Overall, China Goes Global, The Partial Power, provides a nuanced and insightful analysis of China's evolving role in the global order. While China is undoubtedly a rising power, Shambaugh argues that it still faces significant challenges and remains a partial power, rather than a global superpower. Understanding China's strengths and weaknesses and its global strategy is crucial for anyone seeking to comprehend the changing global landscape in the 21st century.